Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. So today we are doing lesson 5 of course A, and we are back with Scrat, this little guy from Ice Age. So we're going to work on these puzzles, and then you guys can do them on your own. So what happens if I push a north block? Do you guys know where he would go? And I know we practiced this in our last few puzzles, but it's important we know the directions of north, south, east, west, and which way we're gonna go. And these blocks are a visual learner, so they help you figure out where he'll go by looking at the block. So I snapped a north block, and I know it's not right, but I wanna show you guys that he'll follow the arrows wherever you go. Whoops! So let's reset. What happens if we do a south arrow? Let's snap that block. So we got him in one step of the right direction. Let's see what an east block does. The arrow, the tip of the arrow is pointing in this direction. So he'll follow that. Not quite either. So you guys get the idea. Whatever block you snap, Scrat will follow it. You are programming him to do exactly what you say. You're telling the computer, this is where I want him to go. So we're going to do a few puzzles. How do you guys think we can get Scrat to that acorn? We know he needs to move south, but how many times? 1, 2, 3. Let's try 3. Was that your guys' guess also? Let's hit run and see if he can get the acorn. We did it. Great job. Now remember, right here is where you can see your code. This is the computer chat, and that's exactly what you just told the computer to do. If you want to replay, you can click this, or if you want to go to the next level, click the orange one. All right. Remember, if you don't know how to read, you can click this and she will tell you what to do.
Use 2 movement blocks to get the Scrat to the acorn.
So she's telling us to use 2 blocks to get to the acorn. What 2 blocks do you guys think it should be? We need him to go over 1, over 2. Go ahead and snap your blocks and let's see if we get the same. Does your algorithm steps look like mine? I used 2 east blocks. So let's try it and see if I got it right. If you got it right, that's great. If you didn't, that's okay. Just keep working.
This puzzle is a little tricky.
Ooh, so we have a tricky puzzle now. I want you guys to try this one on your own. So go ahead and hit pause. And then when you're ready, click unpause and we can see if we both put the same steps because there's 2 ways you can go here. You can go over and down, or you can go down and then over. So I'm gonna pause and then I wanna see if you guys got the same algorithm as I did. Does your puzzle look like mine? Or maybe these 2 blocks are flip-flopped. Let's see if we got this right. Good job, guys. Just be patient with yourselves and keep practicing. All right. This says move 1 way, then another to get Scrat to the acorn. All right. So how do you guys think he should get there? We can make him move north and then east, and then east. Or maybe we want him to go east, east, north. Or one east and then one north. I want you guys to just practice snapping the blocks together. And if Scrat falls off, that's okay because you can reset him. He's a hardy little guy. So I'm going to see if I can do it like this. Do you guys think my steps are correct? My blocks? Let's just see. Oh, well, he did it. But I actually had an extra block, and you can see it right here. I put 5 out of 4 blocks. So maybe yours looks like mine now. I was trying to trick you guys, but it just didn't work. So maybe you went over east and then another east and then you went north. Or maybe you went north, east, east. Either way is correct. You guys did a great job. So let's see without my extra block that I try to trick you guys with. He's such a cute little squirrel. All right, so now we're here at a video and we're gonna watch this video. I'm pretty sure we've seen this one, but it's always good to refresh our brains so that we can remember things. Oops. Not quite. Almost. So close.
All computer scientists, no matter how experienced they are, run into errors that they need to fix. This is where debugging comes in. Debugging is just a word that means finding and fixing errors in a program, and the first step towards fixing errors is to find them. Most puzzles have a step button below the play space that you can use to hunt for problems. If your program doesn't work, press the step button and see what happens. Does the character take action in the right way? If everything looks good with the first block of code, press the step button again. How does everything look? Is it still running right? Keep going through your code line by line until you find the first place where things go wrong. What happened? What was supposed to happen? What does that tell you? In this puzzle, I get to the last line of code and don't reach the goal. What happened? I got to the end of my code without solving the puzzle. What was supposed to happen? I need to go forward one more step. What does that tell me? It tells me I need to drag out one more of these blocks and attach it to the end before I click run. Ta-da! And that's how you debug a program.
All right, so let's keep going with our puzzles. So sometimes our programs do not do what we ask the first time because we've missed a step in our algorithm or we have a tricky bug telling us what's wrong. So in this puzzle, it says figure out what is missing and then add the blocks to get to Scrat to the acorn. Okay, so let's just run what they have and let's just see where he ends up. Go ahead and click your run button. Okay. So he stops 1 square away. So what block do you guys think we should snap on so he can get one more step in to get his acorn? Let's reset him. Go ahead and drag your block onto the screen, into your workspace. Is it a north block? Let's try it. Good job. Here is your computer code. That's what you told the computer to do. If you want to replay the puzzle, click that one. If you want to continue, click the orange button. All right.
Your turn. What do you need to do to get Scrat to the acorn?
So this has only the when run block in our workspace. So we have to figure out how we're going to get Scrat to the acorn. Go ahead and pause the video, and I want you guys to practice and try to figure out which blocks you are going to use to get Scrat there. And there's a couple ways. So if you're working with a friend or a partner, it's okay if you both did a different code, as long as he still gets his acorn. It is fall, so he's got to store up on those things. Go ahead and pause, and then I'll see you in a second. All right, guys, did you guys figure out which steps that he needs to get to his acorn? Do the blocks that you use look like mine? Or maybe the south block is at the bottom because you went over this way? Let's run it and let's see if my steps are correct. Great job, guys. I'm excited that you're just practicing this. If you're not getting it right, that's okay. You just have to keep practicing and practicing until you can master each puzzle. Let's hit continue. This is a challenge puzzle, and this is designed to stretch your brain. Do the best you can. So if you're ready, let's hit I'm ready. Oh, so this one is a little tricky. You can see right in front of Scrat is a cracked piece of ice. So it looks like we can go just straight across. Let's just try it. Let's see what happens. West block and another west block. Let's just see. Rats. Oh, so he fell through the ice. So we know that's not right. We have to go either north to go above and around and down, or we can go down and then come up this way. So this one is a challenging puzzle. It's okay if you can't figure it out, but I want you to pause the video and I want you to practice and just keep trying until you can get it right. And I'm going to practice also. And then when we join back together, we'll see if we were able to master this puzzle. All right, guys, I hope that you had fun trying to work on that puzzle. It's okay if you got stuck. I hope you just kept practicing. So here's the blocks that I chose. I chose to go north. And remember, this block right here, step, it lets you see each little step so you can figure out where your bug is if you have one. So I'm going to run it like that. So there's my north block, my west block, my other west block, my south block, and another west block. So we were able to complete the challenge. Maybe you guys, your code looks a little different than mine, but that's okay, as long as he's still got his nut. Let's hit continue.
Fix the bugs to get Scrat to the acorn.
Okay, so in this one, there's a bug. Can you guys spot it right away? Maybe. Let's just run it and try to see where we go wrong. Rats. Okay. So let's use the step button to see what happens. So the very first block that we use does not get Scrat to the acorn. So let's drag that out. That was our little bug in there. Let's reset Scrat so we know where he's going. Okay, so which way do you guys think he should go? North, south, east, or west? Right, he's moving west. Now look, now we can use our north block. So it was a bug when it was in the very first slot, but now it'll work because it follows in the right step. So now let's see what happens. West. Oh, he doesn't want to move with that one. There we go. Great job, you guys. You completed puzzle number 10. We are almost done with Scrap for the day. Oh, so this one is tricky. Let's listen to what she says.
It's all you. Get Scrat to the acorn.
This is all on you. Oh my gravy. All right. Pause this video and I want you to practice using your blocks to try to get Scrat to that acorn. And remember, it's hoping you can use 5 blocks or less. So pause this video and I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, guys. Does your algorithm look like mine? If not, that's okay. Just keep working on it and see where it gets you. I'm going to run mine and see if mine is right. Maybe it is. I actually messed up many times and poor Scrat went into the water without his acorn. That poor guy struggles a lot. I'm going to hit run. Whew, I did it that time. Finally. Goodness. And I'm going to hit continue. So this is our last puzzle. Let's see what it says.
Now get that acorn any way you can.
So you can get to the acorn any way possible, but watch out for that cracked ice. So you can see it's along the edges and they have a couple just around the acorn. Go ahead and pause the video and work on it. You can also use your finger to count the blocks, the cubes that he needs to go jumping on, or like map it out with your finger, or grab a journal or a piece of paper and just try to figure out how you're going to get him to that acorn. Good luck, guys. I'll see you in a minute. All right, guys. I hope you did well. I hope you didn't get too frustrated with this puzzle. Yours may look like mine. Yours may be completely different. Maybe you never even ended up at the acorn, and that's okay. So I'm going to run mine. I'm going to see if I got it right. I messed up a few times, and poor Scrat ended up in the water, but I kept going. Let's see if I finally got it right for the poor guy. Okay, so I did get it right. I also want to show you guys, this group has not worked with repeat blocks. That's this fancy pink one. And repeat means you do something over and over and over. So we did things over and over in this. We went over 1, 2, 3, 4 times west, and we went north 4 times. So that's a lot of blocks. And I don't expect you to work with this yet, but I'm just going to show you a tricky thing this thing can do. We wanted to go west 4 times. So I'm going to say repeat 4 times west. Then I'm going to hit repeat north. And how many times did we want him to go to north? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to change that number. So now I have not used that many blocks. I didn't have to keep dragging my blocks over. So I just want to introduce you to the repeat block, which means over and over and over. So let's just see. And we did it. So either way, I'm sure you guys did a great job. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. You guys worked so hard on coding. And let's hit continue and it'll show us that we completed lesson 5. So next we'll go on to lesson 6. Ooh, where we're going to program with Star Wars. And I cannot wait to have you guys join me. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.